Breaking news, big updates are coming out of Halas Hall today as the Chicago Bears get ready for their next challenge. The coordinators spoke, new storylines are developing, and we've got fresh news you need to hear. From rising stars hungry for more to key injury concerns and dangerous matchups, everything points to a showdown that fans cannot ignore. Stay locked in, because this could be a turning point for the Bears season. But before we dive into the latest updates, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss the biggest Bears news. Now, let's get into it. One of the biggest talking points this week has been how the Bears will defend tight end Brock Bowers. He's explosive, he's dangerous, and when healthy, he's a mismatch for almost anyone on the field. Even with a slight knee issue, the Raiders know he's still their most consistent weapon. Last season, defenses saw him get force-fed the ball, but this year the offense is spreading it around more, with names like Trey Tucker and Jacoby Myers stepping up. Still, Bowers remains the guy you have to game plan against. The question is, how will the Bears slow him down? Defensive coordinator Dennis Allen admitted it won't be easy. It might take multiple defenders at different times, linebackers, safeties, and nickel coverage all rotating. But one thing is clear, if Chicago can't contain Bowers, he could take over this game. Now, here's something worth watching closely. Don't be surprised if cornerbacks like Tariq Stevenson or even Terrell Smith line up against Brock Bowers. With their press man ability, they could try to jam him at the line and throw off his timing. It won't stop him all night, but it could slow him down. But let's shift to another big piece of this defense, linebacker Tremaine Edmunds. The Bears are counting on him to deliver at the highest level. And last week, he did exactly that. He wasn't just good, he was everywhere. 15 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a tackle for loss in a must-win game. That's the type of performance Chicago absolutely needs from its leaders. Edmunds has faced his fair share of criticism since signing his big deal, but if he keeps playing like that, no one can question his value. He looked fast, physical, and locked in exactly what this defense has been waiting for. And this week, his role only grows. He'll likely see some time against Bowers in coverage, while also needing to step up against the Raiders' running attack. That's no small task, but this is why the Bears brought him here, to anchor the defense in games like these. So far this season, he's stacking up solid numbers, nearly 30 tackles, multiple breakups, and those 2 huge picks. If he keeps trending upward, we may be looking at his best stretch as a Bear. The team needs him locked in, and if last week was any sign, he's ready for the challenge. Now let's turn to one of the rookies who's quickly grabbing attention, wide receiver and return man Luther Burden III. Special teams coordinator Richard Hightower had some strong words about him this week, and it shows just how determined this young player is. Hightower said what stands out about Luther is his fearlessness and the fact that he's never satisfied. Even after his breakout performance, he wasn't celebrating for long. In fact, the very night of that game, he was already texting coaches, frustrated about one of his kickoff returns and asking what he could do better. That tells you everything you need to know about his mindset. This is the kind of attitude Chicago needs. A rookie who's not just happy to be on the field, but one who's hungry to improve, hungry to prove himself, and hungry to make a difference. That drive is what can take a good player and turn him into a star. Luther Burden is showing a level of hunger that can't be ignored. Ever since returning from that early hamstring setback in OTAs, he looks locked in, focused, and ready to prove himself. Now, remember, before the draft, there were whispers questioning his passion for the game. Some wondered if he truly loved football, or if he took plays off. But all of that noise is fading fast. Coaches say his effort has been outstanding, and Ben Johnson's demanding style seems to be bringing out the best in him. Johnson made it clear, if you don't block, you don't play. And Burden responded in the preseason by throwing his body into blocks, showing teammates and coaches that he's willing to do the dirty work. Then came his breakout moment. Against Dallas, the Bears gave him more opportunities, and he made the most of every single 1-3 catches, 101 yards, including that electrifying 65-yard touchdown off the flea flicker. He even added a 7-yard end around, proving he can be dangerous in multiple ways. And don't forget special teams. Burden's already flashed as a kick returner, but with his speed and vision, many believe he should get a shot at punt returns too. He's simply too dynamic with the ball in his hands to be limited. If the Bears are serious about maximizing their playmakers, they'll find ways to keep Burden involved. Every time he touches the ball, something exciting can happen. Right now, Luther Burden is sitting fourth in the wide receiver rotation behind DJ Moore, Romoduns, and Olamide Zakos. But if his breakout last week was any sign, his role should only grow from here. He's too explosive to keep on the sidelines for long, and giving him more snaps on offense as well as the full-time return job feels like the smart move. Every time he touches the ball, he makes something happen, and fans are eager to see more. Now, let's shift to the injury front, because it could have a major impact this weekend. The Bears had several players sidelined again on Thursday. Darnell Wright is still battling an elbow injury, while rookie Colton Loveland is nursing a hip issue. Veteran defensive lineman Grady Jarrett continues to manage a knee problem, and both Kyler Gordon and TJ Edwards remain out with hamstring injuries. Here's the outlook: Jarrett seems the most likely to play. His practice time has been managed carefully, but he's expected to suit up. On the other hand, Edwards and Gordon look doubtful. With the bye week coming up, it makes sense to rest them rather than risk further damage. Wright and Loveland remain in the questionable category. Their status could go either way depending on how they respond in the final walkthroughs. Bottom line, Chicago may have to lean on depth again, and how those replacements perform could be the difference in this matchup. The Bears may have some tough choices to make heading into Sunday. With Colton Loveland still recovering and Cole Kmet holding steady, the team could lean on depth and play it safe heading into the bye week. At right tackle, if Darnell Wright can't go, all eyes turn to who steps up, whether it's Theo Benedict or Ossie Trapillo. Either way, the Bears will need stability on that edge to protect Caleb Williams. In the secondary, Jalen Jones remains limited, but his return would be a boost, especially with Dallas Flowers already called up once. Getting Jones back would solidify depth on defense and help on special teams as well. Meanwhile, Cole Kmet has shaken off his groin issue and looks ready, which is good news for Chicago's offense. On the Raiders' side, the big question is tight end Michael Mayer. He's in the concussion protocol, and if he can't go, that leaves Brock Bowers carrying an even bigger load while still dealing with that knee concern. That could force Las Vegas into more 3 wide receiver sets, which may actually play into Chicago's defensive game plan. So here it is, 2 teams, both sitting at 1-2, fighting to avoid slipping deeper into trouble. The Bears need this win, the Raiders need this win, and something has to give. For Chicago, it comes down to execution, staying disciplined, leaning on their playmakers, and finding ways to slow down Bowers. This is a must-watch game, and it could say a lot about where the Bears' season is headed. If you're a true NFL fan and want to stay updated with daily news, trade rumors, and all the latest buzz around the league, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We bring you breaking news, expert analysis, and in-depth coverage so you never miss a single update about your favorite teams and players. And here's the most important part: don't forget to press the bell icon. Loudspeaker, that way, you'll be the first to know whenever we drop a new video. Stay ahead of the game and be part of our growing community of passionate NFL fans. Let's talk football. American football.